and gentlemen, welcome to another exciting edition of Psychic Sundays Live. Let's try that again. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another exciting edition of Psychic Sundays Live with your host, the Queen of Booga Booga, Psychic Sally Diane.
Oh, hi there, Ollie. How are you?
Good.
And this is our favorite hour of the week, and I say it every week. And I notice that there's a few more of you every week. I appreciate you telling your friends, and it helps us a lot if you like to. And always remember to subscribe in order to ask questions. You do have to subscribe, and I can tell by looking at my chat that you're already out there. So before I get started, I want to remind everybody of the upcoming tarot camp. Now, there's only limited seats, so I want to make sure that you apply soon. And this is for people that are just beginning with the tarot and people that have read it for a while. It happens Saturday, August 17th, and it's all day with your Queen of Ooga Booga. And we will work as a group. We will raise the group energies. We'll do a couple psychic development exercises just so everybody's working together. And then we'll touch on the basics of the tarot and go right to hands-on reading. It's a fun day. I have you all day from 8:30 until 6 p.m. This does include a lunch. In order to find out more about it, visit our website, sallydiane.com, and go to the classes section, and you can read all about it. And this is up on Eventbrite. It's $125 plus Eventbrite fees to attend this class. Okay, so to start our week, everybody knows we start off with the Love Lorn. There are so many people out there that are crushing. They're just wondering, does he notice me? Does he like me? Will she contact me? Will she say something to me? All these things. So those of you who are just on the almost in a relationship, all you crushers out there, this is for you. And we're going to look at this week in your crush. And so we pick 5 cards. Card number 1, card number 2, card number 3, card number 4, and card number 5. Now pay close attention, everyone out there who's wondering if so-and-so is going to contact you, or if what so-and-so is thinking about you. All you guys out there that are crushing, all you guys out there that are wondering. Oh, do I? Okay. How about that? Perfect? Awesome. So all those of you that are crushing and wondering, this segment is for you. So which card did you pick? Card number 1, card number 2, card number 3, card number 4, or card number 5. And we are using the Scapini deck this week. So did you pick card number 1? Then this week in your crush, your card is the Tower reversed. It's kind of like, it's not bad news, but it's not real good news either. But it does say that you will avoid a catastrophe this week. You will there will be a little bit of a step back, but it won't be a total catastrophe. When the Tower is reversed, there's always a little bit of hope there. So it might not be the nicest week, but it could be a lot worse. So did you pick card number 2? Well, if you pick card number 2, then this week in your crush, you have the Page of Swords reversed. And the pages are messengers. And the reverse sword, the reverse sword always talks about there's kind of like a little bit of cruelty and dishonesty. The Page of Swords is kind of the jealous page. So you might want to question messages that you get this week. Maybe put a pin in it till next week. Did you pick card number 3? Well, if you pick card number 3, then this week in your crush, you have the Emperor reversed. Ooh, a lot of reverse cards this week. Okay, but when you have the Emperor reversed is sort of the fallen king, the king that's a little bit too much of a tyrant, maybe a little too controlling. And when I see this, I see it as a warning not to try and manipulate the situation too much. this might be a week for you to take a back seat and wait and see, because I don't know who the failed leader is in the whole drama here, but I know that if you don't take a risk, it won't be you. This is not a good week to take a risk. Okay, did you pick card number 4? Well, if you pick card number 4, then this week in your crush, you have the 10 of coins reversed. And the 10 of coins reversed it's a good card, but it's not as good as it could be. There is a little something. There is a little, you do get a little something, a little acknowledgement. It's not quite enough, but a little bit is better than nothing, right? Did you pick card number 5? Well, last but certainly not least, card number 5 for all you crushers out there is Knight of Coins reversed. And the Knight of Coins, you know, one thing about the Knight of Coins is he can be stubborn and he can be a little bit stoic and, you know, flat-footed, if you will. But when he's reversed, you see him maybe moving forward a little bit more. So you might have a little bit of communication. You might get a little bit of clarity with your crush this week. So that's this week in your crush. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. And again, make sure you like and subscribe and tell all your friends, because it really does help us. And now, without further delay, we're going to go right to your questions. Hi, Eva. Hi, Suzanne. Hi, Grace. Hi, Divine Oracle Readings. Hi, Marcy. Okay, so starting off with a Trudy Gillespie. Am I shouting, darling? Okay. And Trudy Gillespie says, do you see a new love for me this year? Okay, Trudy, I think you're certainly deserving of a new love. So let's see, a new love and Trudy for this year. Love for Trudy. So it starts out with the 6 of coins reversed. So I think you're coming to the end. You're coming to the end of a dry period. When the 6 of coins is in place, it's kind of like dribs and drabs. So it's when reversed, sometimes it can talk about an opening up of the floodgates. And for you, it's love. That's the payoff. And it's been a while. So if we go to, manifestation. So that's a pretty solid yes. After a period of, after a long dry spell, you do have manifestation in the area of love. Oh, that's nice. That seems to be well grounded. So this is someone who will stick around for a while. Good for you. Okay, so next we have
Joanne wants to know whether her employer will lower her hourly rate. And so, what should she do?
Okay. Well, that's pretty rotten. Okay. Oops. Well, you just had these fly out. Wow. Okay. So, you know, when these two cards flew out, and they're kind of the tarot telling me a little bit something about your boss. For first off, I think that he's made some really, really bad business decisions. He's taken shortcuts, and he's made a lot of bad decisions based on taking shortcuts, based on laziness. And it's like when you see the King of Swords is a bit of a liar, and the King of Wands is lazy, and the two of them together is not a good combination. So I have a feeling what the cards are going to say, but I'm going to put them out anyway, because it is a big question. Ooh. Yeah, it's time for you to abandon ship. That's all I can say. Because when you see this 7 of Wands here, you've got somebody that's a bit of a bully, and they're telling me right away with this guy right here. And the Hermit, it's kind of like you're thinking maybe I'll wait till things get better, or wait till I'm better able to, more emotionally prepared to look for a new job. So there's this idea of delay. But the card here is saying that's not a wise choice. And they're also saying that, they're showing you the magician. And the magician is somebody who has all the elements in front of him, but it's up to him to manifest. And it's up to you to manifest. So absolutely, you should be moving away from this guy. This is not good for you. So that is the answer to your question. I wish I could have given you an easier answer, but there you go. Whew. I'm going to take a little bit of this. Club soda. I love club soda. Thank you, darling. Oh, yes, there you go. He gave me his club soda. All right, so hi, Suzanne. Yes, you are early. Okay.
Brother Creek Chris wants to know how his job interview will go on Monday.
Ooh, job interview. How exciting. Okay, so 3 cards for Brother Creek Chris. All right, so when I look at, as you're coming into it, you get the 6 of Swords reversed. So this is kind of a difficult decision to decide to move forward. Very difficult. It's been very hard for you to it's kind of like it was a difficult decision for you to go to find this job interview, just because I'm seeing so much stagnation, so much trying to move forward without success. But let's see how it ends. Okay, so you have the Queen of Wands, but it's the Queen of Wands reversed. So I worry a little bit about the woman involved here. And I'm just getting what my mom used to say about keeping your words soft and sweet. So whatever your grievances may be, do not express them in your job interview. And I just want to throw a couple cards on that. Yeah, they don't want to tell me any more than that. So I'm not too sure how that job interview is going to go, Chris. I think that you have somebody who's you may have a difficult time relating personality-wise to your interviewer, because the cards are warning you to tread lightly. So my mom used to say, keep your words soft and sweet. Keep your words soft and sweet. Especially about people that you think will speak ill of you.
Stardust C wants to know about her new job offer.
Ooh, that sounds...
Should she take it, or should she stay where she's at?
Okay. Stardust C. New, even if you don't take it, it's always exciting to get a new job offer. It says we want you. It's always nice to be wanted. Well, unless it's a stalker, but that's a different sort of thing. Okay, so is this too far up?
Top one is.
Okay, so let's just move down. We had a little bit of a late start, so we didn't get the cards lined up ahead of time. Okay, Stardust C. Let's see where your grounding is. Oh, this is a good job offer. Yeah. Oh my goodness. And it's somebody with a deep pocket, but it's somebody who already knows you somehow. Or should I say, already has a good attitude, already feels like he knows good things about you. This is a real serious move forward, because you've got 6 of Swords here, and 6 of Swords is moving forward from a difficult situation. So this is a big move forward for you. Oh yeah. This is a good step up. Okay, so when I look in the future, and I'm going to address this card because it's the one that makes everybody take a deep breath forward. And it's the devil, but it's the devil reversed. So it's the devil, but the devil disarmed. And I think that maybe you're moving from a bad situation to a good situation, because this is sort of card that says, once you get out of the bad situation, you got to learn to let down your guard and be open to people. And I think right now you're someplace where you have to have your guard up all the time. But you're going to a good place. So relax and enjoy it. Yes, you should. All right, let's see who else we have. Is it Grace? Grace wants to know about a job online soon. All right, so let's see about Grace's job search. Okay, Grace in a new career, and I turned one card right side up, and that would be the King of Cups. So there's that. Turned up another king. The King of Pentacles. I would say, the way the cards are flying out, yes, there is a job offer coming your way. When I see the Page of Coins reversed right in the middle, so this is kind of, I think that you will find a job pretty soon, but it's through somebody you already know. It's through somebody who likes you and holds you in good regards, who recommends you for a job. So this is basically a job is coming your way, but it's through a recommendation. And it's something that works perfectly for you. So be willing to accept what comes your way, no matter what the source is. You don't necessarily have to look online. All right. Changes for me, Sally. The project continues at work, but notice a shift in my boss, maybe work. Are things going to shift for me? All right. So,
Everybody seen my blind cane? Sure, that's not what it's called, but
yeah, I know.
Suzanne knows what I'm talking about.
Yes. Okay. Just a quick 3-card spread for Suzanne. There is something coming through for you, but like when I look at the sword, it feels like you're going to be working for somebody else. There's something that's going to separate you and your boss, but there is a good new beginning here for you. There's a good new beginning. I think that you might have reached I think that they're probably looking a little bit closer at the budget right now. But I do think, I know you want a job title. I think you're at least going to get a job description, because there is a clearing out of all the confusion. Okay, so. And of course, the message, as always, play nicely with the other children.
Tricia wants to know whether she's going to pass all her fall courses.
Okay. And Michelle, I do see that, Michelle. We don't do general readings here anymore. They just take too long, and there's a lot of people waiting, and we like to get to everybody. But if you want more of my time, come and see me for a reading. You can see me at the spa near the tracks right here in Stratford. And the number to call for an appointment is 519-272-1293. And I'll bet you that the producer just put the number up on the screen. I can also do readings online. And to set one up, just send me an email to thequeenofoogaboga@gmail.com. And I love to hear from all of you. Anybody can feel free to send me an email. Okay. So now, whoops. Just trying to get to where I was before. All right. Patricia, will I pass all my courses for the fall 2022 semester? Well, Patricia, I would hope you'd apply yourself. Let's see. Will you pass all your courses? Yes. It's just that simple.
You have to move them to the right.
That's what I thought. Okay. Just like that?
Yeah.
All right.
We didn't get everything centered today.
But we're here. We're here for our favorite hour of the week. So yes, Patricia, you are going to pass all your courses. And whatever good study habits you develop this semester, make sure you carry them going forward.
Alexa, turn on the studio.
And so we move on to Dragonfire. And Dragonfire says, I am trying to plan a small trip. Will it finally happen next month? Ooh, a small trip. That sounds exciting. All right. So let's see. Travel, Dragonfire, and travel. Do it northeast, southwest there. See where he's at. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You've got a little windfall or something. No wonder you're looking for time ways, just like you've got the right set of circumstances there. New way to start a new period of your life. Feels like you're coming out of a rather stressful period. You've got 5 of Swords reversed, so I think it's been tough on you health wise. You're definitely overdue for a vacation. Yes, and make sure you get the proper insurance and read all the fine print. And I just say that because you've got a lot of con artists and thieves around you, and so make sure that you don't fall for any scams. Make it look everything, read everything twice. Okay, yes, look at that. You've got the ways and means, and it ends up good. It's a healing thing for you. Just make sure that you check out your accommodations very carefully. Okay.
Lulu wants to know about the rest of the year, so let's see what she needs to know.
What does Lulu need to know for the rest of 2022? Okay. Finish off the year of the tiger. It's the year of the wood tiger. Okay, so Lulu and the rest of the year, what does she need to know? So you have the Death card reverse, and Death card reverse talks about stagnation and change. Stagnation and failure to change, I should say. So this would be a good time for you to try and break free of old habits. Clean out your closets, clean out your shelves. Just try and let go of a lot of things this year. And you have the 8 of Cups, but it's the 8 of Cups reversed. And the 8 of Cups is basically about leaving the materialistic behind for, to feed the heart, to do what makes you happy. And the 8 of Cups is about the exact opposite. This is a time for you to clear your shelves, but it's also a time for you to take a serious look at the materialistic part of things. So as much as we like to have fun, etc., this is a time where you need to be really practical and pragmatic and prepare yourself for 2023. And that does mean getting rid of emotional baggage. That does mean getting rid of unnecessary stuff, unnecessary attitudes, unnecessary habits. All these things are the things that you should be doing for the rest of the year to prepare for 2023. Okay, so you have the Knight of Wands, but it's the Knight of Wands reversed. And the Knight of Wands reversed, the Knight of Wands reversed is an actual person who's a driving force in your life, probably has a lot of influence, and this is somebody who is showing a more selfish side. And when they say people when people show you who they are, believe them the first time, this person is showing a selfish side because he is a selfish person. And so I think that he falls right in the area of things that you should sort out, because they do talk about sorting toxic people out of your life. So toxic habits, toxic people, excess stuff, all of these should be sorted out of your life for 2022 so you can move forward in a positive fashion for 2023.
And that was a double espresso reading for Lulu. Divine Oracle readings. Will we have more great topics coming soon?
Of course you will.
I'm not sure. Are they asking us if we have great coming soon, or whether their show has got great topics coming soon?
You know,
I'm
their
confused.
shows. Well, you have not exhausted all the great topics. Brother Chris and Eva have covered such topics as is there life after death? They talked about shadow people, and a few other topics. It's really interesting to see the two-sided yin yang kind of point of view, because you have a Canadian versus an American. You have somebody who's indigenous versus a Catholic, this sort of thing. So you get a lot of different viewpoints, lively discussion on every Friday night at 8 o'clock.
1025 wants to know whether B ever misses them.
Gotta go to the front of the show, pick 5. Okay, so...
Yes, Stardust, your question was answered.
Okay, so, Chan, I'm going to give you a 1-card spread. Yeah, he does. You know what? If he doesn't talk to you and doesn't do anything for you, what difference does it make if he thinks about you?
Maybe he wants to know whether they will be in a relationship with N. That's another one of those 1-card draws.
Okay. Maybe, let's see what we get for you. Maybe an N. You've got a Pentacles reverse. This, it's going to be an expensive relationship. So you might want to think twice.
Baby wants to know whether Ahmad is thinking about them.
Oh, that's definitely a pick 5 question. First reading of the show is the pick 5 question.
What Sally means by that is at the beginning of the show, Sally does a pick 5 for your crush reading. Yes. And you pick a card beforehand, and that card will be your reading to answer your question.
Okay. Oh, we have... Oops. So next we go to Nana. And Nana says, hi there, from one Nana to the other. Does my person, our Pisces... Nana, that's a 5-card spread question all day long.
And Anna Catalog wants to know if her job is stable.
All right. Let's say Anna Cadillac.
Hi, Alicia.
Okay, Anna Cadillac. Your job stable. Then that begs the question, is stability all you want in life? Well, you did ask if your job is stable. Yes, it's stable, but just like I said, is stability really all you want in life? Because it doesn't feel like it ticks all the boxes, if you will, but all you asked about was the stability, and you got a yes there. And I know you wonder about the rest of them, like you get 3 of Cups. That's a feeling of celebration, a feeling of accomplishment. And the card's telling me that is lacking for you where you're at. And you have the Devil reversed. And the Devil reversed says that, you might be in a situation where you have a boss who's maybe emotionally abusive, because it feels like you're being made to worry about your job while, they're not going to, your job is 100% stable. It goes to the the fact of the matter, do you really want to stay with that job? And do you want to stay with somebody who purposely makes you feel insecure so you won't ask for more money? Because that's what it boils down to. But your question was, is my job secure? And the answer to that question is yes. All right.
And our next question comes from Pick 3 for the week. It is time for our Pick 3.
Oh,
Every
yes.
week, Sally does a reading for everybody. It's a 3-card reading. You pick one card, and that card will be your reading for the week. This way, everybody gets to have a little mini reading.
Okay, so we pick card number 1, card number 2, and card number 3.
Let us know in the chat what your card numbers are.
Did you pick card number 1? Did you pick card number 2? Or did you pick card number 3? You pick card number 1. Then this week for you, your card is the King of Wands reversed. And the King of Wands reversed is somebody who thinks they're in control, but is actually kind of, okay, let's put it this way, trying not to carry somebody else's load. Because this week you're impacted by somebody who doesn't carry their responsibilities and who doesn't do their share of the work. And so that's there this week. If there's anything you can do to protect yourself against it, protect yourself against it. Okay. Did you pick card number 2? Well, if you pick card number 2, then your card for this week is the 2 of Swords reversed. And the 2 of Swords reversed, it does kind of point to an uneasy truce falling apart. But with the 2 of Swords, it kind of opens up whole new possibilities. It basically says this week your eyes will be opened. But like I said, it also marks the end of an uneasy truce. Did you pick card number 3? Well, if you pick card number 3, then your card for this week is the 10 of Swords reversed. And right side up, the 10 of Swords can be a really nasty card, but when it's reversed, the swords are falling out. It feels like some long-term thorns in your side are going to be removed. There's this removal of a very stressful situation. So it will be a good week for you. And thank you all for watching. Remember to subscribe, and especially remember to like the video. That helps us a lot. And tell all your friends about us. And make sure that you subscribe so you can ask questions. And also turn on the notifications, because we've been doing surprise lives these past few weeks. And we decided we're going to keep on doing that. So you want to get notifications of our surprise live, where we start out with a reading on some world issue. And then after we're done with that, we will take your questions. So turn on your notifications, subscribe, like, and tell all your friends. Okay, so who's next?
Don't know, I haven't been paying attention.
Oh, okay, so S wants to know, will I move to another country soon? Okay. Well, it depends on the extradition treaty, right? Just joking. At least some, ooh, yeah. Look at that. This is a card that you want to know yes or no question. This is a solid yes. And you must be moving someplace warmer. It's warm right now, but the leaves in the front of our house are starting to fall. So they're changing colors. And it's raining leaves. So we know that fall is right around the corner. And we know what comes after fall, don't we?
The end of pumpkin spice season?
That's right. It's joyous. Oh,
Gag.
does anybody out there like pumpkin spice?
Oh no, see, that's a very controversial question.
Oh, it is.
Okay. Here's a less controversial one. Does anybody here not like public art displays?
Yeah.
We won't get into the detail on that one.
Yeah, we mean real art. We are not talking about
Sidewalk?
yeah.
Chalk? No.
No, we're not talking about that, and we're not talking about art. Is they used to call porn. They used to call porns art movies.
Did they now?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's not that. It's real art.
Yeah, we're talking
like
about
in a frame and statues and that.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I love art. Don't you?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
He's great.
yes, a little farty, but there you go. We used to have a kid in school we call Farty Artie, so that's how I got it. And everybody that knows somebody named Art just laughed. Okay, so anyhow.
We're getting so much fan mail on that one. Tahia wants to know what's coming for me in the next 3 months. What does she need to know?
Oh, okay. That's a really good question. That'll get you all the way to the end of pumpkin spice season.
If you don't know what pumpkin spice is, if that maybe
You're
it doesn't
lucky.
exist in your country, you're
You're
lucky.
And it brings on candy cane season.
And there's that brief one day season of candy corn.
I think I'm the only person on earth that likes candy corn. Okay, so the very, very first thing I get is the Ten of Wands reversed. And the Ten of Wands is about carrying your responsibilities and everybody else's. And when it's reversed, it says, hey, you stop carrying other people's responsibilities. Everybody who's taken away your time and your talents, it's time to tell them they're on their own. And that's what the Ten of Wands is. So that's first and foremost. Don't carry other people's weight. And I could see why that's important, because by the time October rolls around, you should see an opportunity that you should be grabbing and moving forward with. These two are very powerful cards, the Chariot and the Empress. And the Chariot is a card of action, and the Empress is a card of fertility. So this is massive productivity to the end of the year. So you don't have the time or energy to do somebody else's job. This is a time for you to focus in on what's important for you and getting your life moving forward. So don't let anybody steal from you. Okay.
That card is out of view. That first one, yeah.
That first one?
It's too far over.
Yeah, this was the first one, which was as you can see, all the highway thieves, and it was turned upside down. So it's like you need to shake them out of your life. Anybody who would steal your time, make you do their work. Steal anything from you for that matter. All right.
Tevin Bannister, will I move away from my toxic ex? The 6 feet under count is moving away?
That's one.
It's an honest question.
Now, I've always found that karma works great. So whenever anybody crosses me, I just close my eyes and say, karma, please do your thing, but let me see it. Okay, so anyhow, let's talk about the toxic ex. Okay, so... Okay, so moving, and what was that gentleman's name?
Tevin Bannister.
Tevin Bannister. Tevin Bannister. Wow, boy, your ex is really toxic. It looks like you've cut ties in a way that if you keep going in that direction, it's when you have the devil reversed, you've managed to cut the chains from the devil, but the devil's always looking to get those cords back. So let's see what we have in the now. Okay, so it says that you're capable of moving forward, but you're worried about what impact it's going to have on your future stability. I don't think that that's really, I really don't think that should be an issue right now, that you should worry about getting away from the devil. Yeah. Yes, you should absolutely move. And basically, the sooner the better. It has a 6 here. And a lot of times the swords move a little bit fast. Not quite as fast as the wands, but they can move fast. And I think this is saying you need to get out of there in 6 weeks. So the sooner the better. This isn't a time to worry about financial stability. You can find your financial stability when you get where you're going. But when I kept looking at this one, the thing that kept drawing my eye was the spurs he had. And sometimes when I look at a card, something new draws my eyes. I've never noticed a spur on him before. But basically what it's saying is giddy up and go. Quit worrying about getting all your ducks in a row first. Giddy up, go. Giddy up, go. And get that horse going. Because there's something better for you beyond all this emotional bullshit.
Swear jar.
Yep. Clink, clink.
Michelle Weber wants to know about her health.
Michelle. Now, we usually don't answer health questions because I'm not a doctor. And of course, this is for entertainment purposes only. But you know what? I'm going to just look at your well-being because that's part of your health. And we'll just make sure that everything looks good. So, Michelle's well-being. Wow, I just get a feeling like right around here of a lot of pressure and energy kind of thing. So anyhow, your well-being. So it starts out with the 2 of Cups. And if it was any other question, I'd say, okay, so that's you and somebody else. But this feels like it's a battle that's going on within you. You know, like there's a battle, there's something clashing within you, like an allergy or something along those lines. But there's this clashing. Oh, but it looks like, yeah, the rest of the cards look pretty good. So you're headed in a good direction. I would say whatever you're doing for your well-being, and I guess that does include your health, keep on going. But the one thing the cards say, and I'm just going to give it to you just as I get it, is there's some sort of a clash. You know, they're almost showing me like oil and water. So there's something in your body that's just, one isn't getting along with the other. Okay. But the rest of the cards are really good. The 10 of Cups is an excellent card. So you are headed in the right position for a happy tomorrow. Let's put it that way. Okay, so who's next? Okay, so are we to Lucille yet?
No, Ramadana wants to know about Raymond's feelings. So that's a pick 5 for your crush. Lova wants to know about getting a job soon.
Oh, this is a good time to be looking for a job, Lova. So, Lova and a job. And we'll just draw out a quick 3 cards. Okay, so it looks like if we look where you're coming from, your experience with jobs has been a bit rough when it gets to the teamwork part of it. You might find that it seems like life has taught you that teamwork doesn't always turn out to be teamwork. Which gets us to the now. And the Fool is such a good card that I have a version of it tattooed on my arm here. But when it's reversed, it talks about opportunities being in front of you that you might be letting pass by. And it's saying, you know, it's time for you to take a look at yourself through different eyes, and not necessarily think about what those around you right now are saying, because where you're coming from hasn't necessarily given you the best attitudes. And as always, your attitude determines your altitude. But there are good opportunities coming your way. So keep putting one foot in front of the other and keep looking. Definitely keep looking. You've got the Page of Cups, but it's Page of Cups reversed. And these two are just the idea of not taking up the opportunities that are offered to you. So do not let whatever's happening in your current job situation undermine your confidence. It is time to look for a job and speak well of yourself. All right. So we move on.
Haunting Life Podcast wants to know how the Waterloo Powwow is going to go on September 24th.
Okay, so I don't know whether any of you have ever been in powwow. They're a lot of fun. Yeah, that'll be a good time. You got the Knight of Coins. It's going to be an exceptionally profitable one. Might be a good one for you to get a vendor's booth in. Okay. So next comes Lucille. Oh, we got Pumpkin Spice Lover. Another Pumpkin Spice Lover. Someone who's on our side. That's right, Eva. Some people have good taste. Okay, so the Georgia contingent wants to know if our Fulton County DA will be successful. I like the Fulton County DA. So, for those of you down in Georgia, particularly those in Fulton County, you have your hardworking DA, and I believe that is the okay, so I believe that's the one that's working with our orange friend and his not so sober attorney. Okay, this is for entertainment purposes only. The Fulton County DA. Okay, so Fulton County DA, the north, the east, the south, and the west of it. Okay. Well, starting off, you've got Sun, and Sun is, it's a bright card. It's a cheerful card. It's an optimistic card. What really, it's the way that he's holding up the sun. You know, he's holding up this bright thing. This is somebody who has a golden case. And this is somebody who has some pretty hefty backing behind them. So, yeah, this is somebody who's being held up by bigger fish, by way bigger fish. That's cool. Yeah. Okay, so you've got the Seven of Wands. Okay, so it's definitely against the orange ass hat. Because you got him right there with the orange head. And just, he's talking, he's bloviating. He's bloviating. And he's saying all this, and some people are embarrassed by it. Some people are using it to make money. And some people are listening to it. Well, we know that. And a lot of people are just, the ones that are embarrassed by it are trying to ignore it. Okay. Yes. And like I said, you got this idea of partnership. Your Fulton County DA is being given backing, support by something of a much larger interest here. So the scales are really tipped in his favor. Oh yeah. The liar will be exposed. Yes, yes, yes. The liar will be exposed. Yes. Your DA will do very well. Got an extraordinary case and extraordinary help. Okay. So,
Alicia Carter wants to know what's ahead for the rest of August.
okay. So, Alicia and the rest of August. Not much of August left. My goodness, it's already the 20th? The 21st. Sorry, the 21st. 4 days till my birthday. So y'all got to get me a birthday card. Just kidding. All right, so Alicia Carter and the rest of August. Okay. Okay, so it starts out with the devil reversed. So one of the first things you're going to do is you are going to cut ties with somebody who's very destructive in your life. Oh, and I'm pretty sure this is your girl here, and I know that she's getting close to adult age. She's getting adultish, and there's this extra bit of independence, because there's this idea toward the end of August. You're thinking, oh, I lost my baby. So is she getting driver's license age or something? Okay, so anyhow, then the icing on the cake, the failed leader. Hey, these two right here. When I say that you're going to cut somebody negative out of your life, once you cut this person out of your life, you're going to find out just how far that person went to work against you. And as far as your little one growing up, what they do, honey. She loves you, she's happy, she's healthy. What more could you ask for? They don't stay babies forever. Okay.
IDK is looking for messages from her higher self, but how about we tell her how to connect to those messages herself?
Well, yeah. Now, one thing that you can send me an email for is to ask for some of my flyers. I have a flyer on symbology, which is very good for interpreting dreams, or even for reading the cards or any of the oracles. The symbols are useful, and I provide that for free. I also have a flyer on how to connect with past loved ones, which is a way for you to do mediumship work for yourself. And then I do have one on how to meditate. And how to meditate. Meditation is a very good way to connect with your higher self. But one thing that I explain in the flyer that I will explain to you right now is we have 3 parts to ourselves. We have our everyday self, and that's the you and me, the face that we show to the world, the face that we see when we look in the mirror. And then we have our higher self. And of course, your higher self is a part of your soul that can talk to God, that connects with the divine. But it's very hard to connect with your higher self. And that's when we talk about the third part. And the third part is the inner child. And a lot of times we ignore the inner child. Every self-abnegating thing we say, every negative thing about ourselves that we accept is a punch in the gut to our inner child. So most of us have inner childs that are really curled in a corner, in the fetal position, when they should be out helping us to play and appreciate the world and show us all the inner child sort of stuff. The inner child is a part of us that can connect to our higher self. So you must be able to connect to your inner child if you want to connect to your higher self. And you can do that through meditation. The biggest thing you need to do is through play of sorts. You need to have fun in life. You need to tell your inner child, it's okay to come out and be goofy every now and then. Okay? So I hope that's helpful. And I hope all of you, any of you that were interested in any of the flyers I was just talking about, send an email to the Queen of Ooga Booga at gmail.com, and I will happily send them to you. My next online project on the website will be putting those links so you can download them from our website whenever you wish. Okay, so moving on to the next one.
Santa wants to know whether they're going to move to Europe or the Middle East.
Well, oh, she's 8. Yeah, she's 18. There's that. Yeah. She's grown up so fast. Okay, so we were looking at
Santa.
yes.
Europe or Middle East?
Europe or Middle East. Okay. And I'll should just throw 1, but I'm going to throw 3. Interesting. I'm kind of, this one right here is the Queen of Wands is the classic, strong, confident woman. She sits with her legs apart. She holds a kitten in her hand, but she controls a lion. So it's strong, powerful women who are enlightened. So I think we're looking at Europe there. Yeah. It does say that this trip is going to happen sooner rather than later, because it looks like the obstacles break loose to this trip in September. And you're on the road in October. Coolio. But yeah, this is a place where the women are powerful. So Europe. I'm sorry, I was right about him, Christy. I remember that, and I've been thinking about you all week.
Jessica wants to know whether they're going to pass their EMT classes this semester.
Oh, that's pretty important. Wish you luck. Make sure you do all your studying. But let's see what the cards have to say. Yes. Yes. And yes. Yes, and yes. It feels like it's a lot easier than you put it up to be in your own mind's eye. They're reminding me that you did the work, you did the studying. And basically all these cards are saying, why wouldn't you pass? Hard work is usually rewarded in this life. Okay.
Christy wants to know whether she's going to get her own place soon.
Okay. Christy in her own place.
Before we get to that, though, Ramadana, we do not have time to answer every single "how does my crush feel about me?" We just don't. That's why we do a pick 5 at the beginning of the show. You pick one of those 5 cards ahead of time, and the reading for that card is the answer to your question.
Yes, and it's just because there's so many questions like that we wouldn't get to everybody else's question. But thank you for watching. Make sure you pick a card this week and every week. Okay. Okay, so where are we?
Sophie wants to know about Daniel and her having a serious relationship, no, in the next months to come.
Okay. I don't know about serious relationship. Should never be too serious. You gotta play. Okay, well, I know what you're saying. I know what you're looking for. Let's see. Sophie and Daniel. Sophie and Daniel. Okay. So it looks like Daniel can he kind of gets ahead of himself. And so he might be the sort that promises more than he can give. So balance that out a bit. I think he's well intentioned, but that idea of promising more than he can give, and it's not because he likes to break promises. He doesn't. He just wants to do a lot more than he's able to. But and it's this magician right here talks about manifesting, but it also talks about being the one in control. Let's see about this last one. Yes. Yes, you can have a serious relationship, but if you want it to be stable and to head in the direction, remember, you're just going to have to be the one at the helm. If not, you're going to find yourself overextended and no savings to show for it. So you really need, if as the relationship gets more and more serious, you need to set the tone for it. You know, it's not always fun to be the adults in the room, but it'll be helpful and he'll be grateful. And I think he'll grow into it, I guess.
Christy says that we didn't actually answer her question about getting her own place.
Oh, yeah. We talked about it and got off topic. Okay. Christy in her own place. Yeah. Within 3 months. This one says shop around. The market is relaxing a little bit. Make sure you don't pay. You don't settle for one that's way too expensive. You know, if it's too, you'll find one that's within your budget, one that you can stay at and be happy with. You'll never be happy in an apartment that's too expensive for you. Okay, so
who's next? Pooja. Am I in alignment with the universe in regards to my love interests? Yes, you are. You know why? The universe doesn't give a shit about you.
That's one. No, is that two?
I don't know. I'm going for 4 today.
Okay.
But it's not like I'm lying here.
Yeah, but you make it sound so cold. The universe is what it is.
Unfeeling.
But let's see about your love interest anyhow.
Let's see.
It's not whether it lines up with the universe. It matters whether it lines up spiritually with you and your life's path. So let's see how it lines up with you.
I'm getting hate mail. I know I am.
Yes, and send those emails to the queenofboogabooga@gmail.com. I'll make them answer them.
You don't want that.
Okay. Well, you asked the question. And I think that what you have in your love interest is somebody in and of herself who is sweet enough and innocent enough and lovable enough, and certainly loves small animals and children, and she definitely has a very strong maternal instinct. But that's where it ends. This woman has some really major baggage, and I think you're looking at mother or family damage, because it's like it's almost impossible to be close to her or commit to her without having just toxin all over you. So it's not her, it's her family. And then of course she is kind of not really good with money. So there's that too. So I don't know. I'm not sure I would marry her. but that's your decision to make. This is for entertainment purposes only, and I want only the best for everybody watching.
Blissful Essence is looking for love. Thanks for pointing that out, Divine Oracle Readings.
Okay, so looking for love, looking for love, looking for love in all the wrong places. You're looking for love in all the wrong places. You're on a road that's wasting your time. Yeah. Yeah, it makes me think that maybe you're hanging around. It's like when you get the Six of Cups reversed and it's right next to the Ten of Wands, it's sort of like you're looking at the wrong people for the wrong reasons. And it's when you've got the Six of Cups, it's almost like you have a juvenile. It's that immaturity that's driving you to look at the wrong people. And you're an adult now. You can't you can't go out with somebody just because you think they'll be awesome when they grow up. You're dealing with grown-ups. If they're not awesome now, you need to move on. Yeah, you definitely need to move on. Get over the heartache, break the patterns, figure out what you are doing to attract these immature losers. And definitely look in a different place. If you want smart people, then take a couple classes. If you want to see creative people, then start hanging around museums. If you want to go with immature people that might be gone tomorrow, go ahead and hang around nightclubs. Okay.
Okay, couple more questions. Andrea, that was for Blissful Essence.
Yes.
Next, we have Sarah, who wants to know, will she be famous or infamous?
Sarah, will I be famous? And of course you can answer a question, Andrea. Not that one, though. Okay, so Sarah, and is Sarah on her way to fortune and fame? What's the direction there? Why does Sarah want to be famous?
Who doesn't want to be famous?
What has she done already toward fame? What is her passion? And what direction is she headed? Okay, so.
Almost done.
Okay, so. It's showing a good path here. It's showing a path with the with the ring at the end of it. So that's that ring of the stardom, the glitter, the glitz, the gold, the glamour. This is what you're after. But there is this idea of learning a few lessons. So whatever road you're on, you've had a little success, but you need to go to school, you need to get some training, you need to hone your skills before you're ready for the big show. Okay, so what has happened so far? You have had some potential, because I see you kind of looking and waiting for things to happen here. You might not have hit the money pile yet, but I think you've gotten a little coinage so far. There's something that makes you've gotten a little bit of a payoff, but nowhere near as big as what you want. Your passion, that's interesting. Usually this is a tough card, but with the swords are about intellect, and you are talking about being famous. So I'm wondering if you're thinking about being a storyteller or a writer. If you're talking about being a writer, maybe you need to look toward mystery novels, because it's that idea of whatever it is that you're doing creatively, kind of go towards a more mystery, suspense, horror kind of thing. And the direction you're headed. Yeah. Yes, you will. You've got a little ways to go on your journey, but you are on a road that leads to success. You are on a road that leads you to success. Okay.
And finally, Andrea, will Rachel contact me after everything she put me through?
God, I hope you hang up on her.
Andrea, we do answer these questions in sequence. Sometimes it just takes a while to get to your question. Please be patient.
Okay.
And right now, the reading's for you.
Yes, will Rachel contact me?
That Rachel, you know?
Okay, so Rachel. Okay. Pull them down. Okay. This card's probably the devil or one of the reverse queens. Close enough. You've got the 5 of Swords reversed. You don't want to hear from her again. My God, was she a bitch to you? You know, when you get the 5 of Swords, that's somebody. That's not just somebody that puts in the knife. That's somebody that twists it and then puts it up on social media. No, you don't need this. You don't need somebody who's going to revel in your misery. And I hope this isn't true, but what the cards are telling me right here is that she's fairly sure that no matter how many times she's put in the knife and twisted it, that you would take her back in a second. If that's true, you need to work on yourself. You should not take somebody that treated you like this, somebody who disrespected you in any way. You should not let them back into your life. You need to respect yourself more. Your passion. You know, the universe wants to send love your way. Quit wishing for Rachel or Rachel's twin. This has not gone well for you, will never go well for you. The universe wants to send you somebody much, much sweeter. Okay, so there's that. So, will she reach out to me at all? The answer is she'll reach out one more time. And the cards seem to think you'll let her in one more time. Just know, however bad she hurt you before, you let her back in and she will hurt you twice as bad. You should go out, buy a case of Kleenex, and cry and cry and cry about it until you've got no more tears to cry. Use up the whole case of Kleenex to heal yourself so you are no longer victim to this. The universe wants to send you something so much better. Okay. Wow. Good. Yeah, that would definitely, Andrea, that would definitely be putting in the knife and twisting a bit. Ugh. Oh, it's time to say goodnight. But before I leave, I want to remind you, everyone, about Tarot Camp. That is September 17th at the Queen's Inn right here in Stratford, Ontario. It's a whole day with your Queen of Ooga Booga. And it's for novice and experienced readers alike. It's for anybody who's a tarot fan. Go to SallyDiane.com and go to the classes section for more information and to buy your tickets and the link to buy your tickets on Eventbrite. It's an all-day event. It starts at 8:30, goes to 6, and does include lunch. Hope to see you there, and I hope to see you next week. Remember to subscribe and turn on your notification button, because guess what? We do surprise lives. So I will see you next week, or maybe the next surprise live. Bye-bye.